Are you getting the itch to travel, but you don't know where to go? Well, it's time for you to go somewhere you've never gone before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Slovenia.
I was going to say, is that what you say to all?
Oh, well.
If you're feeling adventurous, travel somewhere.
And then they say, that was it?
Well, you want to travel somewhere that the Alps and a wine region, well, it's all in one place. Troy Peterbrink, I just messed that up. Petenbrink, thank you.
There you go. You got it right,
He's telling
Julie.
us about traveling to Slovenia and brought us some authentic Slovenian wine to taste. And
Yeah, we're going to taste that here in a
it
bit.
smells
Now,
good.
if you've never been to Slovenia and you don't know where it is,
Central
I can
Europe.
tell you where it is because I Googled it before we got on because I didn't know where it was, really, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
All right, kid, go for it. Where is it?
Central Europe.
Yes.
Only because I Googled it before we came on.
So one of the best ways to define it, it's east of Italy
Okay.
and north of Croatia.
It's beautiful.
And it
It
is
is really pretty.
absolutely beautiful. Actually, that's the capital city of Ljubljana. That's probably one of the most visited parts.
I'm going to work that into a sentence today.
Ljubljana? Yes, you should.
Beautiful. So why are you saying Slovenia?
Yeah.
Well, actually, as you were talking about earlier, it's the country nobody here has ever heard of.
Right.
Except you probably have.
I've heard of
You've
it,
heard of it
yeah.
as Yugoslavia, actually. 'Cause
Right.
it's part of the former
okay.
Yugoslavia. So next year, actually, we'll be celebrating its 20th year of independence.
Oh.
So, so they are definitely trying to attract a lot more tourists, and it is just an absolutely beautiful area. And one of the reasons I particularly like it, a wonderful value.
Oh, wow,
I mean,
that.
first of all, the dollar is very strong right now, but your
Right.
dollar goes a long way.
Now, when did you go? What time of year did you go?
I was there in the spring. I was
Okay.
there in the spring. But because of the geography, because you have the Mediterranean all the way up to the Alps,
Right.
it's a great place to visit year-round. I mean, amazing skiing, amazing skiing.
Okay.
And the nice part about the skiing is you can actually stay in the capital city of Ljubljana and then just drive up to the ski resorts and go up to the mountains during the day, which is
So
quite
you get
nice.
a little bit of everything.
You do get a little bit of everything.
I was going to say, so is it one of those things like at the top of the mountain, it's snowing and it's cold, but by the time you ski down, it's like kind of sweatshirt weather and it's warmer?
Yeah, a lot warmer.
Okay.
Oh, it still gets pretty chilly. Still gets pretty chilly.
Yeah.
But it's magical. I mean, the fact is you drive throughout the entire country and there are castles everywhere. I made the
wow.
joke with a bunch of friends. I was expecting Shrek to jump out from behind a tree at any moment. I mean, it's that beautiful of a country.
Yeah.
And small, so you can travel across the entire country in a day easily.
Oh, wow.
Only about 2 million people, so lots of open spaces. I think we saw some pictures of the vineyards earlier.
Right.
Yeah.
But they have wonderful wine regions. And
So
it's
I did
starting
not
to grow.
know that about them. So let's talk about their wonderful
Yeah, so
wine.
actually the wine regions, they have 3 growing regions. Like I said, they share a border with Italy, so that tells you something about that.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
so there's rolling hills. I mean,
So
really
these are the wineries, right?
That's the wine country
Okay.
there. And that's actually in Berda, which is one of the wine regions. That's actually where this white comes from that we're going to try here. This is actually a white Pinot. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a chance to try that, Julie.
And I
There
know
you
we're
go.
trying the wine, but what do you eat over there?
So, well, it's interesting. Obviously, a lot of Italian influences,
Okay.
but also a lot of Balkan, because it's also near Austria and Hungary. So you get that sort of
that's
influences.
I've been to Austria. And
Yeah.
Didn't know
This
it's so
is
close to
also-
Slovenia.
Well, and the one thing about this is here in just a couple of weeks, November 17th, Tuesday, November 17th, the Embassy of Slovenia, in partnership with the International Club of DC, is actually hosting a wine tasting and a food pairing. So you can actually get a taste of the wines and some of the food and learn a little bit about the country because they really are trying to grow their tourism. Obviously, a lot of people have made their way over to Croatia and those sort of
Right.
things. Here you can go up just a little bit north, go up into Slovenia. The thing about that I find it's a lot different is Slovenia did not have a lot of the war issues in terms of the conflicts and things like that, so the country's really well preserved and quite beautiful.
Okay.
And your dollar goes so far.
How long do you go for? How many days can you spend there?
I was there for about a week.
Oh.
The nice part was I actually flew into Venice because they share the border. You can
Okay.
fly into Venice, spend a few days in Venice, in Italy if you want, and then just drive right across. It's open border, so it's really
Right.
easy to drive across.
So how long
spend
is
a
the
few
flight?
days.
What, 6, 7 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, about 6 hours. You're going to connect. No matter
Okay.
where you're traveling from here in this area, you're going to go through a connection.
So it's nice to do a red eye kind of thing. 'Cause you
Oh,
have to
yeah.
sleep on the plane
And that's
anyway.
exactly what I did. So
Okay.
we started our day that morning. We went right out to the wine country. We spent a few days in the wine area, then went into the capital city of Ljubljana, spent a few days there. Very walkable, pedestrian-friendly city, which is nice, very historic. And then we went up to Lake Bled. I think we saw some photos of Lake Bled earlier.
Okay.
Now, most people know Lake Bled. It's postcard perfect. big, beautiful lake, castle sitting on a hill, island in the middle of the lake with a church. In the wintertime, it becomes crystallized. The whole place looks like a scene from Frozen. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
Let it go.
Where can people find out more about Slovenia?
So we just did a slideshow up on the Travel Channel's website. So if you go to the Travel Channel's website, I highlighted some of the main attractions for Slovenia. So go to the website, Google Slovenia there once you're
Am I
there.
saying it wrong? Slovenia?
Slovenia.
Slovenia.
Slovenia. The only
Slovenia.
country with love in it. L-O-V-E, right in the middle of
That's
it.
true.
So yeah. and
What'd you
it's-
like quickly about the people?
They are super, super friendly, and they all speak English.
Okay.
Not only do they speak English, they speak German and Italian.
Yeah, they speak a little bit of
They
everything.
speak a little bit of everything.
Okay, well,
but
great.
lots of English.
Thank
There's
you.
no problems.
Thanks.
And
Thanks
we're
for
going to
the
enjoy
wine.
this wine. It's